Okay. I did H equals to KR.
H equal to
Height.
KR.
Yeah. K over R.
K over R.
Yeah.
Read the statement.
For a fixed volume, the height 8 centimeters of a cone is in. Sorry, for a fixed volume, the height 8 centimeters of a cone is inversely proportional to the square of the base radius r centimeters. Cone A has a base radius of 6 centimeters and a height of 5 centimeters. The base radius of cone B is 3 centimeters and the height of cone C is 1.25 centimeters. If all the cones have the same volume, find part 1 the height of cone B.
Okay, so your H will be inversely proportional to the square of the B, okay, not just B. So, sorry, this will look like this. Uh, it will be, H will be equal to K by X. Okay, so आपने just B किया था.
No, I did both parts.
You did B square.
No, I did it wrong.
Yeah, so mistake यहाँ पे आ रहा था, सही है.
Yes, I didn't do square. I just did B.
Yes, cone A has a base radius is itna and height is itna. Okay, so from cone A you will find the value of K. Okay, so from cone A you will get the value of constant value. Okay, and it is given that if all the cones have the same volume, so for all the cone your K value will remain constant. Okay, this is actually K is the constant of proportionality, and it is also given to you that uh, for a fixed volume, okay, like volume is constant, so you can use V instead of K, but normally हम K use करते हैं for constant of proportionality, so that's why you can use K alphabet or you can use V alphabet. Okay, आपकी मर्जी है, but you should write it like this. K in bracket you will write it K is equal to constant of proportionality. Okay, so K is nothing, just it is just the volume, and volume is constant for all the cones, so this value will be the value of cone A, this will be the value of cone B as well. Okay, so for cone B, radius base radius of cone B is given to you, and the height of cone C is given to you, so you need to find the height of cone B. So if you want to find the height of cone B, so you will put this K value. Okay, and the base is 3 square, so 3 square ho jayega, so you will get the height. That will be in centimeter or meter.
Centimeter.
Yes, and for cone C, how you will find the base radius?
You have to use the same formula.
Yeah, you will use the same formula. Okay, height is given to you. Okay, so you will substitute the value of H, K, but this is B square, and the question is find the base, only B. So what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे? Let's say B square is equal to 4. I solve this question and I get this value, B square is equal to 4. So how you will find the B from B square?
You have to do H equals to K over B square, and then you have to substitute B square with 4.
Okay, let's do this question. h value is given to us, that is 1.25. 1.25, that is k value will be equal to 6 times 5, 6 times 20, 36 times 5 होगा. H is 5 and B is 6. So 6 squared, which is equal to 36 times 5, that's equal to 180. So your K value will be equal to 180. So here you will put 180 divided by B square. So your B square, that will be equal to 180 divided by 2.5. 1.25. That's equal to 144. So your B square is equal to 144. So how you will find the B instead of B square, because the question is find the base.
Um,
Base radius.
you have to square root 144.
Yeah, good. So what you will do, you will take square root both sides. Okay, you will take square root over here and you will take square root over here, because the value of square root is equal to 1 divided by 2. Okay, so ऊपर अगर आप इंस्टेड ऑफ स्क्वायर रूट यू पुट 1 डिवाइड बाई 2 वैल्यू, सो ये 2 के साथ कैंसिल हो जाएगा and you will get b की power 1. Okay, so b will come over here. So your base radius, this square will cancel out by this square root, and 144 का square root क्या होगा? Is there any number if you
12?
take? Yeah, 12. Good. So actually 12 is, if you take the square of 12, that's equal to 144. Okay, so you can write
Yes.
it like this: 12 square. 12 square will be equal to 144, and this square root will come over here. So we know that this square will cancel out by this square root, so you will get 5. जिस तरह रानिया, जिस तरह हम कहते हैं ना कि प्लस विल कैंसल आउट द नेगेटिव साइन, पॉजिटिव साइन विल कैंसल आउट द नेगेटिव साइन, सो सिमिलरली स्क्वायर रूट विल कैंसल आउट द स्क्वायर. ओके, रिमेंबर दिस, लाइक इफ यू हैव plus 5 and you have minus 5, so this plus 5 will cancel out by this minus 5. But if you have square and if you have square root, so this square will cancel out by this square root. Okay, like this square will cancel out by this square root, this square will cancel out by this square root. Okay, but if you have b की power 4, so what will be the square root of b की power 4?
Square root of you have to substitute b with 4
Good.
and then 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 and then you have to
B
take the
value
square
is
root.
not given to you. B is the variable. Okay, like variable means ke we will not have a specific value. Okay, it's variable.
Oh,
It can be anything. कोई भी value हो सकती है B की. So this is b की power 4 and square root. What is the value of square root?
half.
Half. Okay, so instead of square root I will write it like this. I will use the value instead of symbol. Okay, so this is b की power 4 times 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2 is the value of square root, so it will become b की power
2.
b to the power of 2 will be the final answer. Okay, if this is square, then 2 will come over here and you will get b over here. That's why normally we say that your square root will cancel out by this square. So here you can write it like this square will cancel out by this square root, so you will get b. लेकिन proper method यही है. Okay, but you can write it like this, like you can use this direct method, like you can cancel this square by square root. If this is b to the power of 10, then the answer will be equal to then the answer will
5.
be, yeah, 5.
B5.
Yeah, b5. So if you have even power, okay, if you have even power and you want and you need to take the square root of that specific number, तो आपने क्या करना है, उसको बस हाफ करना है. If b to the power of 100 is given to you and the question is find the square root of b to the power of 100, then the answer will be equal to b to the power of 50. Okay,
Yeah.
so sometime teachers will give such type of conceptual and intelligent questions. Okay, ये तो आपको क्लियर है. इसमें एडवांस लेवल क्वेश्चन तो नहीं किए टीचर ने? शायद
नहीं.
9-10 तो नहीं किए, छोटे छोटे स्टेटमेंट्स हैं.
नहीं किया.
Okay,
नहीं किया.
okay. So I think 1D is clear to you, like,
Yes.
okay. So let's do the 1C advanced level questions. Okay, question number 13. Read this question.
12 glass blowers can make 12 identical vases in 9 minutes. Assuming that all the glass blowers work at the same rate, how long will it take 8 glass blowers to make 32 such vases?
I think this is we have 3 variables or 2 variables?
2.
Yeah, in this question we have only 2 variables. So question having 2 variables is easy, or 3 variables?
2.
2 variables, yes, obviously.
Yeah.
लेकिन उसके मार्क्स भी कम हो गया. I know, like your teacher will assign few marks to 2 variable question, और जो मुश्किल होते हैं उनके ज़्यादा मार्क्स देंगी. सो यू शुड प्रैक्टिस ऑन 3 वेरिएबल. अच्छा, एक्चुअली यहाँ पे उन्होंने एक्सरसाइज में उन्होंने क्वेश्चंस 3 वेरिएबल्स के क्वेश्चन नहीं डाले. मे बी इन नेक्स्ट फ्यू एडवांस लेवल क्वेश्चंस वो आ जाएं, लेकिन अभी तक तो 3 वेरिएबल्स के क्वेश्चंस हमें नहीं आए इन दिस एक्सरसाइज. So maybe we will solve that from some other book, like ताकि for good practice. Okay, ताकि आपकी अच्छी तरह से प्रैक्टिस हो जाए. Question number 14. Read this question.
A consignment of fodder can feed 1,000 sheep for 20 days. Assuming that all the sheep consume the fodder at the same rate, how many consignments of fodder are needed to feed 550 sheep for 400 days?
Okay, so in this question we have
Two
two
variables.
variables. So let's solve this question. So sheeps, one variable is sheeps and second one is days.
D.
So there is an inverse relation or direct relation?
Inverse.
Yeah, inverse relation. Good. So for 1000 sheeps, we have 20 days. Assuming that all these sheep consume the fodder at the same rate, how many consumption of food are need to feed 550 sheets for 400 days? Okay, so for 550 sheep and 400 days, we have actually three variables present in this question. वो एक वेरिएबल कहीं छुपा हुआ था वो क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के बाद. So you should be very 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 careful in these type of questions. Okay. Okay, so actually this is a, so a means we have one. Okay, so for one consignments of fooders can feed 1000 sheep for 20 days. Okay, so we need to find the number of consignments of fodder that are needed to feed 550 sheep for 400 days. Okay, so what first of all we will need to find the relation between sheep and days. Okay, so हम इस तरह कर लेते हैं कि इसको थोड़ा सा नीचे लिख लेते हैं. This will become 400, this will become u. Okay, now क्या करना होगा? रानी आपको मेथड्स याद हैं वो सारे?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you think क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे?
So you have to 1,000 divided by 1 divided by 1. No, 1,000 divided by
Yes, exactly. 1000 divided by 1000.
yeah.
So this will be equal to 1, and what we will do over here? 20
times 1,000.
good. This will be equal to okay. Okay, now you need to bring 550 over here. So what you will do?
Times by 550.
Yeah, so 1 times 550 will be equal to 550 over here. So here you will divide it by 550. So this 0 will cancel with this 0, and 5 times 11, 5 times 4, 0, 0. So 400 divided by 11 will come over here. Okay, so now for this stage these two are will remain constant. Okay, like ये आपका इस तरह ये constant हो जाएंगे. Now let's move the toward these two column and find the relation between days and consignment. If you increase the number of consignments, and if you have constant sheets, okay, constant number of sheets, let's say you have 10 sheets, okay, if you increase the number of consignments, then the number of days will get increase or decrease.
Increase.
Yeah, number of days will get increase. So there is a direct relation between days and consignment. Okay. अच्छा यहाँ पे 400 डिवाइड बाई 11 है. ओके, एंड व्हाट डू यू थिंक क्या करना होगा यहाँ पे? वी नीड टू फाइंड द रिलेशन बिटवीन दीज टू. सो
won't you divide 1 by 1000?
Okay, so what we will do, actually this is 400 divided by 11, okay, and you need to bring 1 over here. Okay, so what you will do, you will divide it by 400 divided by 11. So same, you will also divide this by 400 divided by 11. So 400 divided by 11 divided by 400 divided by 11 will give you 1. This will give you 1, and this will be 1 divided by 400 divided by 11 will come over here, which is equal to 11 divided by 400. Now you will multiply 400 over here. So 400 times 1 will be equal to 400. This 400 will come over here, and same you will also multiply 400 over here. So this 400 will cancel by this 400, so 11 will come over here. So this will be the final answer. Is it clear? या कोई confusion है आपको?
Yeah, understand.
Yes, so actually you need to do more practice on this type of quiz.